Hello, YouTube. Don't look at the chat above me right now. Because they're not being, Twitch chat's not being very nice right now. Protube's like, hey, you didn't say be nice to YouTube. Hey, watch it. Relax. We're gonna play some more Phoenix Wright today. I'm gonna be honest, we haven't played in 5 days, which means I forgot everything. So I'm gonna need to play a few minutes to like remember what we're doing. All I remember is Edgeworth's coming back and he wants to work on a team with me. And that's all I remember. So that's what we're gonna do today. Hi, Princess Moose. Hi, bra tube. Hello, bruh. Tube. Bruh, not bra tube. Okay, let's play. Also, getting real close to 100 in our sub goal. Very excited. If we hit, we're gonna play Smurfs Dance Party. Edgeworth edging is over. I know. Edgeworth is coming. And not in the weird way you're thinking about. I mean, literally, he's coming to the courtroom to help us, I think. That's all I remember. Listen, if your mind's in the gutter, that's a you problem, not a me problem. I absolutely could not have worded that better. I absolutely could not have. I said exactly what's happening. He's coming to the courthouse to help us. And I just think y'all need to get your head out of the gutter. That's all. Okay. Let me know if audio's okay or not. Oh, that's right. We picked up as Maya. This is where we went overtime in my stream and I was like, I gotta go. Tark said, thank you for 25 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Maya, get drunk. Get blasted. What's this? It feels like there are a lot of glass bottles here. I forgot to do my vocal warm-ups today. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna cough. I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry and not really thirsty. Well, you could be thirsty if you really wanted to be. There's all sorts of things piled up here, but it's too dark to see. I mean, I can see it. Drat, it's locked. But this door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use. Maybe the one on the floor? It's the shell card that the French guy's manager was playing with the shell card. Oh no. Huh? Someone dropped a card here. It kind of looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. Ooh. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. Oh no. What a strange card. Ah, that's it. This shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Love her. And see, that's the, yes, Adrian Andrews, yes. It's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. All right, now Felix, excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it. Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. Tarubs, thank you for the 73 months. Every time you come in, I want to be like, happy birthday, Tarubs. Happy birthday. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting or worried. Wait, so she escaped just like that? It was that easy? If I had known it was gonna be that easy, I would have kept playing that, but no. Oh well. Well, that was easy. We got her out so quickly. I'm gonna flop in this trial because I forgot everything. Oh no! Okay. Bawe, bawe. Bawe, oui. Adrian did it? That's what it looks like. Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that. Oh, that's right. Yes, there's a content warning. I totally forgot. I love how the content warning at the top of the chat just says, and also. There is a content warning for portrayals of suicide. I forgot to mention that, sorry. That is like a reoccurring, there's an image. It's not graphic at all, but it is like a portrayal, so just a warning. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there is someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. S'il vous plaît, Mr. Lawyer, dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, all right? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand. Well, it's almost time. Please tell me this is Edgeworth. Please tell me this is Edgeworth. Please, please, please. It's so much worse. It's so much worse. Mia, we must get a complete acquittal today. Today? When you roll a 1, a natural 1. I know, but I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Indeed. Well, let's get going. She's here. It's time for a 30-second dance party. If you want to dance, press a button. Oh no, it's a kidnapper! I thought this was Von Karma. 30-second dance party. It's him. This is Wright. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney, the day of the trial. Maya, she's unharmed, right? Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired. Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. Get me in the voice acting booth. I'm ready. Je suis fatigué. No shit, De Killer. His name's De Killer. For my sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning. It's a bomb. He sent me a bomb. Did you send me a bomb? Oh my god, I've always wanted one of these. Present? What in the world would you want to give me? You'll figure it out once the trial starts. And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please. Wait. Hang up on me. A broken Xbox 360. An Xbox 360 with the red ring of death. The kidnapper sent me a present? Monsieur Lawyer Dude, who was that? No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything. Dude, did your nose just get longer? He called me Pinocchio. He called me Pinocchio. Is it an edible arrangement? Oh my god, I love edible arrangements. Thank you. That's so thoughtful. Court is now in session for the trial of Monsieur en Garde. Are the prosecution and defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor. She's dead. I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma? I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor. Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has... This morning, Miss Von Karma... Miss Von Karma was shot? She was shot? Shot by an unknown gunman? That was the present? It doesn't say she died. It just says she was shot. Beach Hill's been shot. What? Shot? She'll survive. That bitch is crazy. If I know anything about Miss Von Karma, her body, like, soaked up the bullet and dispersed the metal around her bloodstream, and she's just gonna stand up and come right to court. She's insane. Like father, like daughter. Cause her dad was also shot. Cause he was also shot. Oh my God, somehow. I think this is the present that man was talking about. His present. Ms. Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage. This is totally insane. Ms. Von Karma, is she all right? I don't have that answer. She's alive and in stable condition. Yeah, she's actually better than she was before she got shot because she's insane. That's good. Phew. You're... Ah! That's my dada. Yes. Okay, what was the accent I gave him? I was trying to go for like low British, but it ended up being like Australian. And I couldn't really stop it. It just kept coming out. Okay, hold on, let me try. Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Franziska von Karma cannot appear in court today. British is hard. Can I just say that? I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. He was supposed to be on my side. Edgeworth, come back. The prosecution is ready. Naturally. Naturally. The way he stands with his toes pointed out, I just know he did ballet as a kid. I just know it. Does his hair look different? His hair looks like a different color to me. Or maybe more like shaded. Naturally. Kitten is acting out. Kitten, you're supposed to be on my side. Yeah, it's more dim. It's like darker. I don't know. Ms. Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder. Right shoulder. Right shoulder. Right shoulder. That's where her dad was shot, in the right shoulder. He was shot in the right shoulder. What if he broke out of prison and shot her? Oh. And is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I've looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matongard. The court acknowledges the prosecution. Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. What does that mean? And why is he not proposing? I am homosexual. I am homosexual. I was gonna pin it, and then I realized the current pin comment's kind of important. So just know in my heart I pinned that message. Now then, prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. Doing a deep British voice is really hard. Witness, your name and occupation. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct, for now. He's always on the edge of getting fired. Content warning, and also I'm homosexual. Yeah, content warning, French accent warning, viewer discretion advised, no backseating, I am homosexual. For now. After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. He's had to turn in his badge like 3 times. Detective Gumshoe. The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Oh my God. He said get over it. He said mental health isn't real. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that. Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight. Yeah, it would have to be Edgeworth. It would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. It's an engagement ring. He's like, this is the answer I was struggling for. Will you marry me? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sleepy. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Bare facts of the case. The naked truth. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Carita, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. But where's the guitar? Gee, sorry for boring you. No, I had to wake up early today. I'm live a whole hour early. I had to wake up early. The coffee's not hitting. After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room? Yes, sir. Both the victim and defendant went alone to their rooms, sir. I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. I'm kind of hung up on the guitar case. God's eefiest warrior. Hello, compy. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Award ceremony. Hold on, let me save. Time to save, scum. Why don't you just sleep on stream? Hell no. I talk in my sleep. Knowing me, I'll be like, me. My address is 1234 Streamer Lane. I don't trust myself. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Awards. The victim, Juan Carita, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered. Actually, I want to press that. Time to save, scum. The cause of death, wasn't that because Mr. Carita was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal. All right. You don't have to hurt my feelings. Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now, real pro's attention would be drawn here to this bandana. Banana? His bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir. Yes, I see. His banana-scented bandana. Speaking of people who need to turn in their badge. Then what about the knife? It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here. Strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. Oh! Okay. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. I don't believe you. What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel last night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Carita, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel. Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. Our first order of business should be to gather more info from his testimony. But there might be a trap set up for us somewhere. A trap? Avery's gonna love that Capcom said that Edgeworth doesn't have interest in girls. I feel like the way that Capcom keeps making them gay is like an accident. I don't know how to explain that. Like, I feel like Capcom's like, he has no interest in girls because he's so married to his job. And everyone just heard he's not interested in women. Therefore, he's gay. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much suspense between them because it's crazy. Like, Mia, his mentor, fucking died, and he found her body, and he never talks about her. But Edgeworth disappears for 1 year, and he's like, don't say his name. Don't say his name. I'm the alpha male here. Ow! It's not accidental. The creator had intentions to make one character purposefully androgynous so their gender could be whatever player they wanted. But we were talking about, wait, but Edgeworth isn't androgynous. Because we keep using he, him, and also we're talking about his sexuality, not his gender. Don't say his name in front of me. Awoo! I love the idea that if Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright were dating, they would make those like alpha male TikToks where like one guy is the alpha male and the other one's like a kitten. Anyways, maybe. However, setting off traps is a part of a lawyer's job too. If you say so. Of course, we're supposed to escape from them too, wouldn't you say? Okay, let's press everything. Oh yeah, because Capcom isn't ready. It's crazy because like, when you think about it, 2002 was so different for talking about sexuality. Like, do y'all remember, the only reason I know about this is because I didn't like ever watch her show, but the only reason I know about this is from like watching videos about like gay history and stuff. But when Ellen came out as lesbian, her like whole show got canceled. Like it was like a scandal when she came out as lesbian. And that was like early 2000s or like late 90s or something like that. Like around the time that this game came out. So it's not that surprising that they're like, we're not ready. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony? Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8, and then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later. And that's when the victim's body was found, correct? Which is to say the murder occurred during that 30-minute break period. So between like 6 to 6:30? Queer coding was basically the only way to portray it back then. That's so sad. I'm glad it's not like that anymore. Victim Juan Carita was found dead in his hotel room. The person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct? Yeah. Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about? She's the defendant Matt on Guard's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir. Gumshoe has a crush on everyone. You know what I noticed? I was replaying the DLC case from the first game, Rise from the Ashes. I was playing that on PlayStation so I could get all the trophies. And there's a part where you go into like the detective's locker room and Gumshoe's locker is open and he has a photo of Maggie Bird or whatever her name, I forgot what her name is, Maggie something. He has a photo of her in her locker. Because he has a crush on her. And then in the next case, in the next game, like, he's like testifying and like saying he has a crush on her. I thought it was cute. Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she will grace us with her presence. When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. On Guard. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir. I see. And that's when she found the victim's body. They put a couple Easter eggs in since it was made after the main trilogy. Oh, that's right, because it's a remaster. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. Definitely murdered. At first we thought it was something suspicious about the empty guitar. And why did you think that? Because it was empty, pal. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh. Then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? We thought of that too, but the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. Only the victims, huh? I see. So much for my theory then. Guitar case, empty. There's some water, but only on top of the lid bears Carita's fingerprints. I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why, then, did the police arrest Matt On Guard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him. Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing. Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir. No, I can see Applesauce's messages. Poor Godfiend. Godfiend, don't you wish that you still didn't have power? Looks like Edgeworth has finally finished edging, or whatever they say in this game. Looks like Edgeworth just finished edging. I don't know, I never played it. Oh, Wi-Fi problems? Yeah, I have that with chat sometimes too. Why arrest en garde? Monsieur en garde and Juan Corrida were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. Thank you, Nezodam, for gifting us up to Christian. That's very sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Christian, enjoy your emotes. Enjoy no ads. Enjoy Discord if you want to come hang out. As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninjas button. It was ripped off the ninja's costume and was found in Mr. Engarde's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. A butter knife? He bought a butter knife for a murder? So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. Bears the victim's blood and Engarde's fingerprints in the grip. Gatewater is engraved. Something's not adding up. And there's this button. That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood? Yes, and we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir. What? Was ripped from his costume, is covered in Corrida's blood, found in Engarde's hakama. All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it? Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, Wright? That was the hottest thing he's ever said to me. Oh, Rita, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome back. I'll find the hole in your argument somehow. Is this not the gayest thing you've ever seen? It's so funny because I don't think when they wrote this, they intended them to be like, I don't think they intended them to have like tension, like sexual tension, but there for sure is 100%. You can press as hard as you'd like.
Bruh.
Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions. Grrr. Told you he was the alpha male. Grrr. Oh. It's fanficking. Matt Engarde and Juan Corrida were huge rivals with each other. Okay, hold on, let me see what you did. Sorry. I just never know how many chances I have. But in terms of popularity, Mr. Engarde won, did he not? Yeah, but you know what's ironic, pal? Juan Corrida was always one step behind Mr. Engarde in everything. This year it seemed like he'd finally caught up, ready for the big final showdown. But Mr. Corrida lost the Grand Prix in the end. That's too bad. He must have been pretty downhearted after losing. Downhearted as in stabbed in the heart? Clip that. POV streamer turns into wolf girl. POV streamer turns into alpha female. Oh. The Ace Attorney Twitter account made a post your favorite quote thread once, and everyone just posted innuendos. Everyone just posted like Edgeworth, Phoenix Wright, Mpreg fan art. See, the way that people want Jack Rose and Wanderlust to be together, I feel that about these two. Is that so much to ask? They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. God, I hope they aren't brothers. The 12th Ace Attorney game comes out and you find out they're stepbrothers. Wait just 1 second here. Mr. Engarde was beating Mr. Corrida in the popularity polls. Well, yeah, I guess, but... Which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all. Which means he had no motive to kill at all. Yes, I quite agree. Well, detective? It's not... Well, I guess if you put it that way, then yeah, the defendant would have had no motive. He said it. Help me, step bro. I'm stuck on this case. Help me find the hole in this testimony. Please. Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired. When he's mean, he's a little less hot. Like when he's mean to other people, especially Gumshoe, because Gumshoe's just like a puppy. But when he's mean to me, I'm like, do it again. Oh. Eh? No, not you too, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I look forward to your pension negotiations. Bruh, at this point, he has to pay the department to stay as a detective. He's not making anything. No. Now, detective, let's continue with the testimony. No, my poor pension too. They're chasing him to the grave. Detective, if you value your money, I suggest you proceed. Yes, sir. We can talk about my pension later, sir. What about what I was saying? Hello? Anyone? As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninjas button. Do you have any proof that the button belonged to the victim? Huh? What do you mean, pal? Oh, let me put it this way. I'm asking if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this button was ripped off of the Jammin' Ninja's costume. Huh? But can't you tell just by looking at it? And the victim's blood is on it. Anyone could have smeared that blood on there afterwards. Mr. Edgeworth, help me. All right, I knew it had to be this piece of evidence. Now to reel this one in. Thread. Huh? The button was attached to the costume by a thread, obviously. He's a seamstress like me. He's also learning how to sew. And that thread snapped when the button was torn off. If you match up the ends of the thread on the costume with the thread on the button, it's a perfect match. Yeah, that's it. They're a perfect match, pal. Ugh. That's Edgeworth for you. Never misses a beat. It was ripped off the Jammin' Ninja's costume found in Mr. Ungod's Hakam. Yes, Phoenix. Killing it in court. When was this button found? Pretty soon after the body was found. We rounded up everyone who knew Mr. Kurita. And then we did a search on the mall. That's where we found the button. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I stayed up too late making a cosplay last night. I'm sorry. I'm so sleepy. I'm really proud of how it's coming along, though. It looks really pretty. He's learning to make his boyfriend his new alpha wolf costume. That's exactly it. I was productive last night, I'll have you know. That's when we found the button. So it was almost immediately after the murder. The police didn't have the free time to lollygag and play tricks unlike some people. Hey, what are you trying to say about me here? The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. How were the fingerprints arranged on the knife? Huh? What do you mean, pal? By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, did he hold it normally or overhand? Oh, is that what you meant? Well, we didn't actually think of that. I can't believe the bumbling of this department. Hopeless. Were you paying attention to the testimony, Wright? The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. There is no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of the murder. So did he just take the knife and go like this all over it? What was that? Phoenix had time to gag? I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening, but I am now. I'm paying full attention now. So is the defendant the owner of this knife then? No. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. I'm gonna press this, but I wanna present the knife because it has Gatewater written on it, so he clearly didn't buy it. But I wanna press first. There's no way this was a premeditated murder, even if he bought the knife. Sorry, pal, this isn't some pocket knife. It doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with either. Ugh, well this is not good. If the prosecution can prove it was a premeditated murder, we're done for. Phoenix. Yes? There's something very interesting about what the detective said just now. Think carefully before it's too late. Button covered in victim's blood and a knife with Unguard's fingerprints. Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel in closing. We're still in a world of trouble. Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. So let's find the weakness in this testimony, no matter how small it may be. Okay. I think it's gonna be the knife, but I'm gonna save first. That's not true. It says Gatewater on it. He didn't buy it. Got his ass. Got his ass. Got your fucking ass. Wait a second. What? So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand. That's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. Huh? Take a good look at the handle of this knife, and you'll see what I'm talking about. What? Got his poor struggling ass. She's too good. What can I say? What can I say? I guess my boyfriend being in court just like brings something out of me, you know? Something out of me that I wasn't expecting. It has a Gatewater seal set into the handle. Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, it's where he was killed, brother. It's where he was killed. That's the name of the hotel, the Gatewater Hotel. Uh-oh. A major, insanely common L for this detective. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated. Got him. Yes, that is very true. This is a very big... He just starts slow clapping. He's like, little did you know, Phoenix, I shoved this knife up my ass. Now what? What do you say to that, huh? I put this knife in my butthole. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What? I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. Bye. Yeah, he's gonna make something up, for sure. How so? I admit this knife is hotel property. There's no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough to not realize this. But I didn't... I love him. Also, can I just say... I'll just say it. I think he's the hottest character in the entire series. And I mean that. He's dumb as a bag of bricks, but he's hot. He really is serving. I'm sorry. Yeah, Gumshoe? No, you're right. Say it, girl. Honestly, Gumshoe? I stand by that. I think he's hot. The question is, where did this knife come from? Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Kurita's room. Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. His knife. Basil, thank you for the Prime sub. Thanks for using your Prime sub on me. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. What's he serving? Quant. There's a knife and fork on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from? Adrian Andrews. If it pleases the court, I would like for us to... Oh, that's right, I forgot. I'm trying to give him an accent. I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt on guard. He doesn't have a knife. Especially what was on top of his table. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife? But Adrian Andrews is also eating here, and she shares the card, so this ain't looking good for her. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matongard's knife was missing. Missing. 'Twas missing. Ugh. Mr. Angard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. Oh, I'm sorry. Awoo, but in a British accent. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction. Whose side are you on, brother? It seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning. This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There's quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of Your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Evidence not yet shown? He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence. Yeah, I got that, Mia. Thank you so much. Not Phoenix being like, new? New? Hi, Lemon. Good to see you. Oh, dude. Someone help. The coffee did nothing today. I don't know what a Yorkshire accent sounds like. Or Yorkshire, sorry. I don't know what it sounds like. Just in case you were confused, they mean evidence you haven't shown yet. I hope this helps. What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Well, Phoenix, the judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here. Oh, I got it, save. I heard ya, loud and clear. The new attorney badge! Oops, I backseated, ban me for life. Take away my internet again. That gavel of his will be ringing out to the sound of our defeat. Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court? Sure. There's one piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I'm giving you one chance and only one. What the judge is saying, Wright, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. Is this a tutorial? Why is everyone explaining everything 3 times? If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us. You may now present one and only one piece of evidence. Now then, what is the important evidence that you must show to this court? Bitch, I'm so close to presenting the attorney's badge.
Take that!
Sorry, Wright, but this time your bluffing steered you wrong. I can see nothing strange about this piece of evidence. Wait! I'm a man of my word. Oh! That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds the defendant man on guard. Guilty. And then Phoenix fucking dies. And then he dies. And then he dies. Try it again just to be sure. Just to be super safe. Okay. Let's do it for real. I wonder if it's the glass of juice. It might be the glass of juice. I didn't hear anyone say anything about the glass of tomato juice. It could also be the gossip about the manager seeing him. Found next to the victim is filled with tomato juice. No sign has been drank. I'm gonna try the magazine clipping because maybe I can prove that someone else could have done it.
Take that!
Okay. Fine. It might be too early for that because it's only the first trial. Maybe. Yeah, stop yapping. Okay, I'm gonna stick with my intuition and say the glass of tomato juice.
Take that!
I was right the first time! I should have stuck with my gut. This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken. His makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Well, yes, I see your point. However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. I love when he gets mad and he starts tapping his big old bicep. When he starts tapping his big old bicep, love that. Well, what do you all have to say? Well, yes, it is a little peculiar. Yes, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth, what is it, Your Honor? Your opinion? You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass. What? It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright. Well, are there fingerprints on it? If there's no fingerprints on it, then that's weird. Could Miss Andrews really have set the glass down without thinking? Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say no. I don't know. If I appear weak here, the trial's over. I can look for my proof later, but for now I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. They just might fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough. I would say that littlesiha and thought-provoking are two words not often used in the same sentence, but I will try my best. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. Oh, God. What now? You provoke thoughts of confusion. That counts. provoking thought daughters. What? You're not thinking hard enough today, right? Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Then, of course it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. I was just wondering. That message is on a timer. Most of my MooBot messages are on a timer. Fingerprints. There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass, and it's Adrian Andrews. Only one? Well, whose were they? They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were of one Adrian Andrews. What? Bears Andrews' fingerprints. Okay, cool. That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? Ugh, I can't believe I fell into another trap. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Kurita. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. What you just said makes a lot of sense. Now, do you see, Wright? You can't change any part of my scenarios. It explains everything all too well. Ugh. I told you he gurs too much to not think he's a alpha wolf. None of what I just said makes sense. I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I've come to discover. Didn't he say he was going to be on my side? What happened to that? Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass a judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from. Another witness? Please tell me it ain't Lauda. Lauda Hart? Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness. What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking? Oh, Jesus. It's Oldbag. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. I keep forgetting to do his accent. Ra-ta-ta-ta. 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 Gotcha. Ugh. I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. I'd be pissed off by Oldbag too. Oh, edgy boy. It's been, what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me. I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet it was the wicked witch of the witness stand? I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime. Wendy, you have a wedding ring. Did he not know who the witness was? I literally don't know. You need a rat-ta-ta-ta. Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all the court needs to know. Rat-ta-ta-ta. I love doing that. Shush. I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps. Yes, madame. No, no, please, by all means, interrupt her, please. I keep forgetting his voice. Anyway, witness, your testimony, please. It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with? The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag? It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle. You mean you were a fan of the victim? Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corrida. Check Oldbag's age, by the way. We did last time. It just says, I don't know. The age just says question marks. But those two were the same age. Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night. Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder. Leave it to me, Edgy Poo. Yeah, she's, age? Hold on. Age? Security lady. Age? Age?
Bruh.
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard. Mad on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. They were on a date. Age, ra-ta-ta-ta. Adult woman aged 18 to 80. Yeah, literally. Dude, when I was at the Olivia Rodrigo concert last week, during the, like, when everyone was finding their seats and stuff, there were two women walking around checking everyone's voter registration, which I thought was really cool. They were like, if you register to vote or you can prove that you're registered, we'll give you like a voter pin. And I was like, I'm registered. And she was like, can you like pull it up on this phone or whatever? And if I can see it, then I'll give you a pin. I pulled it up. And the voter information said age 30 to 35. And I was like, damn. It's true. I'm almost 30. Shit. Shit. Sorry to all 30 to 35-year-olds in the chat, by the way. I'm 29 and 3/4. I'm 29 and 3/4, so it's hitting, you know. So Mr. On Guard came out of the victim's room. She? It has to be him. He's the murderer. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. 29.75 years old. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad someone understands me. After the ceremony, went to pace around the hallway in front of his room. Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night? The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show, but I refused to help, I'll have you know. It was for that lead-headed samurai show. I even took out a few of the nails. What the fuck? Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on. Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little. And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door? There was something I was interested in finding out. Admitting a felony in a court stand. That happens like every single case. Last case, we had like 3 grown men on the stand say they were in love with a 16-year-old. So, the laws in Japanifornia are crazy. Crazy. Something you were interested in, and just what was that? It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. And Edgy Poo, of course. Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in? I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor. Gossip? Gossip? Regina? Are you counting Ben and Trilo separately? Of course I am. Listen, I may hate them, but I do believe in magic. And that puppet was talking. Gossip. But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to her testimony later. Looks like we shouldn't force it right now. And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time? Eeny, miny, queen, I miss her. If there's gonna be some sort of Ace Attorney episode that's like Avengers Endgame where all the bad guys break out of prison and like I have to fight them all in court, I hope Eeny Miny comes back. I'm like really fucking stupid. I'm like so stupid. I'm like really dumb. Bye. Well, since I was the one on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. Oh? Then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Kurita's room? I have no idea. I wasn't born, so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am. That's why her age is just, I don't know. Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not included in the report. In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct? That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of Polwan's room. I'm like, you know, like, so iconic. At least we know she's at least 20. So we finally narrowed it down. Who in the world was that? I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room, yes, he was, I'm too scared, I can't say his name out loud. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Francisca's whip right about now. Well, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway. It was on guard, man on guard, he was just trying to think in one room. You saw my client? Are you sure about that? Yesy. Really? Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person. Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a bit further. I could ask so many things. What was the person carrying? What was the man you saw carrying? In which hand, his right or his left? No, this is a real mess. I mean, I can't be expected to answer such a vague question. Indeed, please be more specific. Both, then. Ugh. What was the man you saw carrying in his right hand? He wasn't carrying anything in that hand. Then how about his left? Empty. Well, this whole thing has been a lot of nothing. So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way? I don't know the answer. I'm sleepy. Hi, Dagner. How you doing? Yes. Of course it was important, Your Honor. Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important. You don't really have to put it that way to get me to say. Mr. Wright, there's something much more valuable than a person's pride, and that is time. Please don't waste this court's precious time with worthless questions. Yes, Your Honor. I think I just wasted his good favor. He never favors me anyway. He's never on my side anyway. So why do I care? She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying. It's bad for us, really bad. But that's how the human mind is. It also has the tendency to jump off topic. She's strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right? It's because you're not the one who has to question her. If Mia's here, why doesn't she just do it? You do it then. I'm gonna press that last statement again and try to get more information. Because clearly I got nothing from the hand stuff. I'm gonna say the clothes. Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail. What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters. But it does. Now what was it? Oh yes, it was that thing. What thing? That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket. He was wearing that at the detention centers, too. That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men. Pantaloons. I forgot Pearl was, you know. Can I ask, are the newer games like this too? Or are they a bit less weird? I don't know if people see Mia like we do, but she's channeling. No, okay, good. Yeah, that's Pearl. Mia taking over Pearl makes me so uncomfortable. Absolutely not like this, no. Okay, thank God. No, I'm playing on PC. I don't know if it's on the Switch. I would assume yes. Oh yeah, there you go, it is. Right. So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just no? I gotta try face now. And if that doesn't work, then I don't know. Oh, whoops. Oh wait, she added that to the testimony. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket? What do you think? It's not like I've seen him in anything other than that horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing it. She's so sure of herself that it's to the point of self-absorption. What's in the court files? Can I prove he wasn't wearing it? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna press this and try to get information about his face. Bye, Davis! Oh, I can't press it again. Okay. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Wouldn't he have been wearing... Wait, who is Matt on guard again? Matt on guard is he the nickel samurai? Wouldn't he have been in his costume? No, I got it wrong. Okay. I don't know. I feel like it's this. Oh, now my stomach is hungry. Yeah, it's always just finding the right thing to present, and I never have the right thing to present. I never know. You know what? I'm gonna try, I'm gonna try this now. Never mind. Yeah, this is... The last cases of these games is always so hard for me. Like, usually it's so obvious, but this one I'm like... ugh. What if I present him? I don't know. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Oh, I could use this. Seems like the Nickel Samurai is to confess something after the post-ceremony stage show. So this would say, why would he be in his jacket if he was in his costume for the show? Bruh. Okay, chat, can you give me the answer? Because my tummy hurts and I'm tired. What evidence do we have that specifically proves Matt was in his costume after? I've tried like 2 different things. The button. The button? Oh, because it was found in on guard's account. I feel like I feel like I was on the right track, but everything I presented, they were like, no. No. Thank you. Miss Oldbag. What? Don't say my name for no reason. Do you know what this is? Ah, it's button number 2 on the Jammin' Ninja's costume. Yeah, I didn't even think about the hakama part because I don't know what a hakama is. So I just assumed it was like a jacket or something. I don't know. I didn't think about it. Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance. Give it here. Give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this. Get ready, chat. Get ready, chat. Rat-ta-ta-ta! Rat-ta-ta-ta! Wow, she really is a diehard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Unguard's body during a full body search. See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal on guard. It was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai hakama pants. See? And on guard is the nickel samurai. Witness. Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination, but just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt on guard, was wearing his usual racing jacket? Love an ellipses moment. Love that. Did not see that coming. I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest, instead I have to put up with this outfit's hideous, right? I've got tape recorders. It's heavy, so heavy I wish we could have switched it. Dream of life for all those kids out there. Understand? Now take a look in the mirror. Documentary on curling. You should take a tip. Rat-ta-ta-ta. Yep, queen, my goodness. Rat-ta-ta-ta. Oh, she do be yapping. Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Unguard the man, but Mr. Unguard the nickel samurai. But when you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway. Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about. Edgy Poo, do you think so too? Well, it might be something worth considering. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify. All right, if you insist. I should be the one sighing, not you. Miss Oldbag, not this again. Respectfully, not this again. Who I saw. On guard. On guard. Yes, now I remember. The nickel samurai. That's right. It was the nickel samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. Hi, Tatiana. How you doing? I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume. What? We've been through this before. Bestie, we've been down this road before. Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things. But the possibility does exist. Youngins today. I told you there's no way it was anyone else. How do you know that? Because I said so. And what I say is the truth. This is the kind of level of delusion I need. I need this. I need this so bad. I need to be her. At least she's just as delightful as a witness. At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. You're doing great. Dollical flashbacks. Dollical. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Who I saw. On guard. Yes, now I remember. The nickel samurai. That's right. It was the nickel samurai that I saw. The ability to speak left your body. You got this, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Your support means everything to me. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not? Not too long ago. But let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream? Huh? What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper? My dream, huh? Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. So what? She? And look at where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you? Right? Sorry. She did the animation. I had to break it out. Well, what I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past. Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies? All that matters is that man was inside that costume. Isn't that enough? Would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. Oh, I got an achievement! I got an achievement for that. He had to go to the post-ceremony after the crime, you know, so he must have worn the nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor one. So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the nickel samurai. As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning? Can I throw in the towel yet? You don't need to think it too hard on this one. Huh? There's a contradiction in her testimony. It's sitting in plain sight. Question is what that contradiction means for us. I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. He's so me. Yeah! That's why I've been replaying it on PlayStation so I can get all the achievements. I got an achievement for pressing her on whatever the thing I just pressed her on was. What is my contradiction? I don't know. I don't know. God damn it, I don't know. I remember him saying he had no idea about the show, but that's not included in his, like, thing. And why would that be? That way no one could see his face, of course. But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out all the more. You are such an annoying child. You know that? You disagree with everything I say. Isn't that what you're always doing to me? I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume. You had to go to the post stage after the crime. Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show? Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing. And that included the Jammin' Ninja? Of course it included him. That's why when On Guard came out of Dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought. I see. Well, anyway. What's wrong with me today? I'm exhausted and I'm hungry and I don't know anything. I don't know anything! I don't know where the contradiction is. He must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. Do I say no because he has a robot arm? Maybe I can use this and be like, no, he's got a robot arm. He couldn't have or something. I don't know. Wait, let me save. My poor computer is like, why do you have 3 terabytes of saves for Phoenix Wright? No. Never mind. The yawning ninja. That's how I feel. I usually try to make it to the end of like the section, but this time I might have to cut it early. Must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. Chat, what is it? I normally am not like this, but like, just tell me what it is. Oh yeah, it is a marathon. I think it's the press ticket. Oh, that's what I just fucking presented. The knife on the left. Oh, because it has fingerprints. So I was like sort of on the right track. I was sort of on the right track. Oh no. Ugh. Okay, because it's got to okay. Dude, my brain is so off today. I'm so tired. my god, you guys, first try. Got it. Please take a look at this. Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. No, that's not my intention at all. That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct? Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case? You don't even have to ask. It's because of the defendant's fingerprints. Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I'm driving at. What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving? Hey, you're not asking us for the answer before you try, so don't worry about it. I normally don't ask unless I'm super stumped, but like today, I'm just so off. Like I'm so tired and sleepy and tired. And I'm just like, man, today is not my day for a puzzle game. Today's just not my day. If Mr. On Guard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There is no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. And then they start making out. And then they start French kissing. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. Yeah, the auditions today. I'm so nervous. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm not gonna find out today if I get it, but I think I find out in like a week or something. 2 weeks, I can't remember. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the third show. Which is why he took his gloves off. But the murder still did take place. It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim. Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Edgeworth's theory? So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intent of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory? Okay, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, the cogs are not turning today. I'm gonna say no. Ugh, can't see any real problems with this theory. If you let Edgeworth's theory stand, then we're one very large step closer to guilty for looking at court record again. Okay. Sure. Yeah, sure. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony. What are you blabbing about? Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. On Guard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. It's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. He was gonna confess something, apparently. Let's try the ticket again. Naturally, you point to the one piece with the least value, but with such vigor. Bruh. Okay. Phoenix bitch, I'm trying. I'm fucking trying. I'm so tired. You tell me what it is. Why are you here if you're not gonna tell me? Oh my God. I'm Evie. Now from that angle, if he didn't have a murderous intent from the very beginning, then that means there is a certain object that shouldn't be at the crime scene. Oh, are we talking about the fucking wine glass? But it doesn't have his fingerprints on it. Oh my fucking God. I have to end the stream. I'm so tired. I don't like this case, but I don't like it because I'm too stupid to figure it all out. I think I already saved before, so I'm just gonna fucking alt F4. I'm too tired for this, bitch. I'm not gonna rest because I have an audition after this. I have to leave to go to the audition. Bitch, listen. There are days where I'm in the ability to think, and there are days where I'm not, and today is the latter. I was up so late working on a cosplay last night, and now I'm just like, and also I don't want to like keep asking for answers because I do want to figure it out on my own. I'm just really tired. Dude, yeah, today's a thinking day. You know what? Also, today is Saturday, and to me, Saturday is like canonically a thinking day as well. You know? Or Sunday. Sunday is not a day for thinking. So like, I just don't want to think on a Sunday. So yeah, I'm gonna go get ready. Thank you guys for hanging out. Next time I play this, I'll be in the brain tank. I'll be in the brain tank and I will be thinking. And it will be like that next time, I promise.